Welcome friends to our next lecture in series for PHP, a complete guide for beginners. In this module, we will learn about cookies and sessions in PHP. Cookies and sessions are tools or ways to achieve persistence across pages, across a website when you do web development. Let's understand cookies first. Cookies is a way to uniquely identify a user by storing some information at the client side on the user's computer. There is a super global variable underscore cookie. That variable stores as an array the informations or the cookies at the user side. Each time a request is received from the same computer or machine, it also shares along with it the cookie information. How we used post array and get array when post or get methods were used to return forms. Similarly, if cookies are set on client's machine, on client's computer, they will be returned in a super global variable underscore cookie. To set a cookie or assign a cookie, we use a method inbuilt PHP function called setCookie. We will see in our sandbox how exactly to do that. One thing which we need to keep in mind is that cookies information should be set before HTML tags in your PHP. It should be the first thing, as cookie information is sent along with the request. That's the reason it has to be absolutely right, the first thing when you are dealing with cookies. Same goes with sessions also, which we will see shortly. To check whether cookie is set or not, we utilize inbuilt PHP function is set, how we used to do with other super global variables. Set cookie has a predefined method how cookie is set. There are in total 4 arguments. The first argument is the name of the cookie which you want to keep, value of the cookie, string which you want to pass, the time or how long the cookie will be retained on user's machine. It could be 1 day, half a day, 4 hours, 1 month, 1 year. And this is how you will specify 1 month. 8640086,400 is nothing but number of seconds in a day, 24 hours. So I have just multiplied 24 by 60 and again by 60 to get this number. And when you multiply it with 30, you get 1 full month. This is current time. You are setting cookie to expire after 1 month. /, the fourth argument here is saying that cookie will be available across PHP or across the pages in the application. If you want to make it available only for certain directories or pages, then those relative paths should come here. So we discussed set cookie function with expiration date. The third argument is the expiration date when we want cookie to expire. Similarly, to delete a cookie, the trick is we will set expiration date in past. As soon as you set expiration date in past, the cookie will be deleted from the client's machine. Inbuilt PHP function for count can be used to see if cookies are available or cookies are enabled in user's machine. As always, I am doing the conceptual understanding first, and then we will move on to sandbox. So now let's discuss something about sessions. Sessions achieve the same purpose and what we achieve from cookies. It's just that cookies are stored on user's machine, client's machine, and sessions on other hand are stored on server. Sessions are accessed using super global variable underscore session, and they are stored in an associative array, how we saw in cookies. Same scenario, it's just that this is underscore session. The purpose of sessions is also same. It is used to achieve persistence across pages in a web application. Each user session has a unique ID, UID, session ID, and it is a 32 hexadecimal number of length 32. And how this ID is made is by using a combination of IP address, which is unique, with time and some additional random data to make this 32 hexadecimal number. Once set, it is available to each and every page in the application as long as the browser is open from where the user created. The UID itself, the 32 hexadecimal number itself, is stored as a cookie on the client's machine. That's the only information which is stored on the client's machine. Rest everything, you define 10 variables or 50 session variables, and each and every session information is stored on the server side. Just the unique hexadecimal number of length 32 will be stored on client's machine as a cookie. Generally, username, password, shopping cart, all those kinds of things or favorite settings on a application which are applied to a session. Multiple usages are there for sessions and cookies as well. It creates a file in a temporary directory on the server to store the session variables. And on the client side, on user's computer, there is a cookie which is created. PHP SCSS is the name of the cookie, which is used to store the unique session ID as a string on client's machine. To start a PHP session, same concept how we did for cookies. It has to be absolutely before the HTML tags in a PHP file. Session start is an inbuilt PHP function which is utilized to start a PHP session. It is stored in an array underscore session, super global variable, and is set, similar to cookies, is used to check whether a session variable is set or not. Unset is used to delete session variables, and session destroy is to reset each and every data in the session. Now it's a quick table which I have prepared to highlight difference between cookies and sessions. Cookies, information is there residing on the user's machine. Information is only on the server, and UID is the only element which is stored on user's machine. The common uses for cookies is for authentication of users, to store username, passwords, storage of cart items, etc. If you need some data which is temporary for the current application session, sessions are better to use as they offer tighter security. So there is nothing which you are storing on user's machine, and you are more in control of the session's data. In cookies, user can block or delete cookies at any time because it's physically residing on the user's machine. Let's go to our sandbox for cookies. So if you see here, right before any HTML tags, we have a variable cookie name where I have stored user, and another variable cookie value where Mary Jones is the name which I want to store in the cookie. And setCookie function is called with cookie name, user, cookie value, Mary Jones. And the third argument is the expiration, which is 1 month after today. And / as fourth argument, cookie will be available across my domain, my website. First thing is we are trying to check whether underscore cookie, our associative super global array, has a set cookie name, or user, it has a user cookie is set. If yes, we are saying cookie name is set and value is cookie name. Otherwise, we are saying cookie name is not set. Let's go to browser. So cookie user is set and value is Mary Jones. Let's see sandbox cookies -delete.php. You will see all these files in your description resources, which you can utilize for your own practice. As always, I would strongly recommend code it with your hands, and in interest of time I'm not doing it here, but you can always replay the video and try to go along with it and code it. This is another PHP file which I have created, sandbox -cookies-delete.php. Here, first thing we are doing is to check whether cookie is set as user. If it is, then we are displaying the value. Otherwise, we are saying cookie with name is not available. And here I wanted to show to you that we are checking the cookie. If it is available, we are displaying the value, and we are doing all this before deleting the cookie. Here we are assigning this variable user, and we are calling the function setCookie. How we use the function to set the cookie. Now this time we will delete it. So we pass the cookie name, we pass the second argument as blank, because it doesn't matter, we are trying to delete it now. And the third argument, we pass current time -1 minute, 3600 seconds, 60 multiplied by 60. So we are passing a time in past. It could have been 60 also. What we are essentially saying is that we want to delete this cookie, so it is set in past. I am trying to check again if cookie is set, and if it is set, displaying the value. If not, saying it is not available. So let's save this and go to delete.php. Cookie user is set and value is Mary Jones. This is before deleting the cookie. So indeed it was there before deleting the cookie. So this part of the code just executed. It was there before deleting the cookie. And then cookie user is set and value is Mary Jones. You see this is executing and it is saying that cookie is available and set. Here we have deleted the cookie. However, still it is saying that cookie is set and value is this. This is there because in cookies, the information is passed in the headers. When you send a HTTP request, it will not be available in the same page. In the same page, if you want to check whether you have set a cookie, you will not be able to see the value what you have set. Or in this case, if you have deleted a cookie using the setCookie function, you will still be able to see the cookie. However, next time when you come to the page or you redirect to any other page and that page will check cookie, it will not find. So now if I again access, so now you see cookie with name is not available and above is before deleting the cookie username is not available. This first statement tells us that next time when I accessed, this code executed and we can safely say that cookie was deleted. Similarly, now that cookie is deleted, if we try to run this sandbox-cookies, cookie with name user is not set. If you see this code now, there is no cookie. We deleted the cookie named user and now this code is executed where we are saying and setting a cookie user with value as Mary Jones expiring in 1 month. Here we are checking if cookie is set, then displaying the name of the cookie and the value. If not, cookie with name is not set. The response what we get is cookie with name is not set, even though our cookie was set here using this function. This is because of the same reason how we saw in delete. When we set the cookie, it is not immediately available in the same page. But next time, if this page redirects it to another page or this page is reloaded again, you will see that cookie user is already set. So if I try to again load this page, cookie user is set and value is Mary Jones. This is about that. Let's go to sessions. To start a session, we have to do it similar on the lines of cookie absolutely before any HTML tags, and session underscore start is the inbuilt PHP function which is used to start a session. Here we define a break tag and we define favorite car as Honda and favorite weather as spring. Two session variables we are setting here and then we are displaying them. Let's go to sandbox sessions, Honda and spring. As you saw, we displayed it without any gaps. So if I would have put break tag here, you will see like this. So let's go to sandbox sessions access. To access session variables, we have to start session underscore start right at the start, a call to this inbuilt function. We check whether the session variable favorite car is set. If it is set, then we are displaying value of favorite car and favorite weather. So ideally you should check favorite weather to here for if it is set and then display the value. This handling is to ensure that if this variable is available, then only you call to display. Otherwise you can get PHP errors for undefined index. Once you access, you display. Also this PHP file shows us how to destroy a session variable. Session underscore unset is an inbuilt PHP function to delete all the session variables which are there in the session. To completely finish the session, there is an inbuilt PHP function session underscore destroy and we utilize this. Let's run this. This PHP on execution will give us values of these two variables from the session which are created by other program what we just were working on, sandbox-sessions.php, and this file sandbox-sessions-access.php will access and show those variables and then delete the variables and destroy the session completely. So let's sandbox -sessions -access. So here, if you see, it echoes the value of favorite car session variable, favorite weather array. I had a print underscore r and build PHP function to display array underscore session, complete array. And then here we are destroying session variables. Now if I try to access again this file, I will not have value of session variables as they were destroyed last time. Hope this was helpful and you have a good understanding of PHP sessions and cookies. In our next lecture, we will learn about setting up databases in MySQL and how we can get working with it using PHP. So I will see you there. Thank you.